This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Central Bank of the Bahamas, the Cleveland Clinic, Easy Car Sales, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros. And abuse me, I leave them with the friend. You will go by so long. And the plantation, I mean never get paid.
You got it logged and loaded to the Monday, November 18th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. Monday edition, so you know we're going live to Abaco in short order. But before I get to do that, you know I got to do this. And like I said, it's a Monday edition. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you got to love yourself a little bit, because like I always tell you, all work and no play makes you a dull person. All play and no work makes you broke. You got to find a happy medium, Well, this is the other end of the happy medium. It's called bill paying. Back to Monday. But we're going to make it a fun day for you. We're going to make that ride home all GWOD good for you. Now, like I said, it is Monday, but we will be chiming in with Roscoe Thompson in short order. But like I said, if you want to chime in, here's how
you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
Text lines powered by BTC 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Phone lines in New Providence, all open. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Toll free in any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. BTC Flow Channel 612, Cable Channel 969. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Now, we got lots to talk about when we get to Roscoe, but before we get to Roscoe, we got to look at the headlines.
It's time for Headliners. Everything that's making headlines in the 242. Brought to you by the Fine Threads.
And here's what's blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views of Madison since 1844, all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. And be sure to check out Fine Threads, man. You got to check them out. They got big things popping. You know, they just had the big special on jeans last week. But now this week, oh, Lord, big deal going on. All fashion suits are discounted for a limited time. Discounted suits will not come with shirt and tie sets. So there's just the discounted suits. But if you want to add that shirt and tie, you know they got them available for you. But you know, normally when Fine Threads does big sales like this, Black Friday coming, and new stuff for the Christmas. So be sure to check them out both locations, Top of the Hill, Mackey Street, and which is the flagship store, and the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. Both of those locations available for you 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. All right? And for more information, simply log on to FineThreads.com. And like I said, all fashion suits are discounted. Limited time, $169. Starting at $169. Can't beat that. Be sure to check out Fine Threads today. All right. With that being said, let's check out the headlines. Boy, we got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Report highlights illegal gun problem. Bahamas has highest percentage of firearms in the region sourced in the U.S. The Bahamas has the highest percentage of firearms in the region sourced in the U.S. I'm repeating it for you. Story by Travis Cartwright-Carroll. A new U.S. report on gun trafficking in the Caribbean found the Bahamas had the highest percentage of recovered firearms that was sourced in the U.S. and traced to U.S. retail purchasers. The report prepared by the U.S. Government Accountability Office, GAO, found the majority of guns recovered in the Caribbean, 73% between 2018 and 2022, were traced back to the United States and trafficked to the Caribbean by various means. It found that 45% of these traffic guns could be sourced back to an initial retail purchase in the United States, with most sales originated in Florida, Texas, and Georgia. The remaining 27% of the recovered and traced firearms were either traced to 35 other countries, 23%, or their source was of undetermined origin. But if you want to connect the dots, Florida, Texas, and Georgia, I know a ton of Bahamians in Florida, Texas, and Georgia. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. You all connect the dots from there. Let's get to the next story. DPP makes decision on coroner's inquest verdicts. Story by Artesia Davis. Acting Director of Public Prosecutions Cordell Frazier on Friday rejected the advisory council verdicts of coroner's jurors that found that 5 men were unlawfully killed by police. Meanwhile, Frazier directed that 3 police officers face trial for manslaughter in the December 26, 2021 death of Azario Major, affirming the jury's finding earlier this year. Frazier is still reviewing the evidence presented in the inquest into the deaths of Gino Finley Jr., Valentino Johnson, and, let me get to A2, where it continues, Shanton Forbes, to determine whether the officers will be tried. So you've got to keep an eye on that, read more on that. Royal Bahamas Defense Force officers on 6-month deployment to Haiti. Story by Tanika Thompson. The government does not intend to withdraw Royal Bahamas Defense Force officers who are currently deployed to Haiti as part of the UN security mission to help the destabilized nation, Minister of National Security Wade Monroe said on Friday. So ain't nothing happening. Ain't nobody coming back home early. Ain't no early pullout. They stand for the long course. So we got to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. FTX liquidators billed $34 million in fees in the first year of FTX wind-up. Story by Chester Robards. The Joint Provisional Liquidators, JPLs, handling the winding up of FTX digital markets in the Bahamas and their advisors had amassed more than $34 million in professional fees in the months between being appointed to the courts to handle the case and early November of last year, according to JPL's third interim report filed with the commercial. And the story continues in the business section. But yeah, $34 million in bills. Mr. Producer, you could wrap your head around billing, so sending somebody a bill for $34 million. Boy, if I knew I was going to get it paid, like they was going to pay it, then I'd send it. But I mean, come on. $34 million. That's a lot of liquidating, boy. That's a lot of liquid for $34 million, boy. Plane crash lands near Grand Bahama Airport. Minor injuries reported. Story by Rachel Scott. A plane crash in Grand Bahama Friday resulted in only minor injuries, authorities said. The Aircraft Accident Investigation Authority, AAIA, said a Piper Aztec with United States registration N919, crash landed 3 to 4 miles away from Grand Bahama International Airport with 6 people aboard. The plane was en route to Grand Bahama from Cat Key, according to officials. All right, and that's the front page. There's so much more on the inside, but we got that and tons to talk about, as well as going to Abaco Live like we do each and every Monday on the flip side of the break, and that's where we're going. We'll get into the buzz, all brought to you, of course, by John Shoes, and Roscoe Thompson will be live. So, get your questions and your comments together for Abaco, but obviously we'll be talking about more of what's going on in Abaco. You see the headlines today, right? So, yeah, we're going to get Roscoe's take on a few things as well. So keep it right where you got it. The Monday edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
And abuse me, I leave them with the realm. Me burn a fire, burn a week at Babylon on the street, that could I never get me down. I know they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the realm. Play with island games, we making dreams come true. Play with island games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause island games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play island games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We play with island games.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope. creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio. 96.9 FM.
It's time for the buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John's Shoes.
Lord have mercy. We gonna fire banner, we got Babylon and the free that coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the ground. Me gonna fire banner, we got Babylon and the free that coulda never get me down. And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the ground. The work goes for so long on them plantation, and me never get paid. Of all they stole away, how many lives them slay? Now them work to slap them in them face. Why are you are you cook and go to well? Cause after we know under you colonial spell, and all those funds that you compel. Hey, and all those books you stole away, all those kids you led astray. Wait on your judgment day.
Web I got you on the Monday, November 18th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. Let's get on down there to Abaco. But before we get down there, you know, we got Roscoe Thompson waiting live to getting into the buzz, all brought to you, of course, by John's Shoes. And listen here, man, John's got big things popping. That's right. Yep. You know they got 20% off the sketches going on, okay? But check this out. In addition to that now, wait, there's more. Check this out. They got 20% off seasonal sale on all Nike styles for all ages. That's men, women's, and children's Nikes. And all styles, 20% off, going on right now at John's Shoes, both locations. John's Plaza Carmichael and the flagship store over there on Rosetta. Be sure to check them out. Both locations available for you Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Oh, sorry, Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. All right? And remember, John serving you is a pleasure. No FYI for you, too. Can't forget another one of our big sponsors, KFC. Don't forget, it's bucket time at KFC. 8 pieces of chicken, 4 biscuits, thigh and legs, no dish duty, $20 VAT included. You cannot beat that with a stick. All right? Let them do the cooking for you tonight. And remember, with KFC, it's always finger-licking good. And I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Producer, the aroma and the Ramona and all of that was, man, when I hit that brace down that hill coming toward work, it was like, I wonder if I could get me one $5 fill-up before work start. But I know for sure I could get 1 or 2 when I get off, so that ain't no problem. All right, let's get on to Abaco. Roscoe Thompson chiming in. What's going on, Roscoe?
What's up, Naughty? You all right, buddy?
All good. Your Dolphins won. My Cowboys about to lose tonight. We get closer to the top 5 in the draft. You all get further away from it. It's a beautiful thing. Life is good. What's going on?
Well, you know I ain't going to talk too much Dolphins. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. But, boy, listen, let's talk Abaco because we got some other things we need to talk about in the headlines today, and I want you to take on them. But let's get everybody caught up with Abaco. What's going on in Abaco? What's the good news? Tell us something, man. After 2 years, man. Tell us something good, Roscoe.
I'm waiting for some good news. The barge is still stuck on the reef. You know, hurricane shelter's still unfinished. They're moving along there.
But there's progress with that, correct, though? In all fairness, they are making headway,
there's
correct?
Progress with the roof structure and the rafters and all that, the trusses and all that. So that it's coming along. They didn't evacuate, or like they said in October, the end of October, they were giving the people in the trailers until the end of October. It's kind of funny, something I found out. Even though it's on government land, now catch this. They cannot evict them out of the trailers. They would have to go to court. When we had that tropical storm coming, mandatory evacuation or, an evacuation, they could only ask people to leave. They can't force nobody to leave. So I don't know what's happened there, just bringing people up to date. People are still living in there. DRA still waiting on them to do some houses, release the houses that were done, or find out what happened, where that's going along. Gas stations still closed, waiting to still hear the report from the Minister of the Environment on that, and also the oil spill. Some issues that are still happening. We have a lot of development going on over here with people filling in property and raising their property higher than the road. So similar to Nassau, it's causing a lot more flooding on our roads. And to say that there's good things to report and positive things, I hear there's some road work in the pipeline, but, I don't like to speculate on that until I see it on the ground and the work being done. A promise is a comfort to a fool. So that's where we are right now here in Abaco. I think that local government elections are coming up or supposed to be in January sometime, but we're waiting to hear the announcement from the minister on that.
Okay, so you got some light at the end of the tunnel in some areas.
Yeah.
Some in complete and utter darkness. I'm still concerned about that barge on the reef.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't. Come on, man, Norty. I mean, that's.
How long has that been? Like 6 months now?
Longer than that. I think six months. And it's just.
Huh. And what company owns that barge?
I don't know. Company out of Freeport, Grand Bahama. I'm not 100% sure. But again, here it is. It's being kept from the public, and that should be something the government can remove that barge and then put a lien against the company.
Correct.
I mean, it's.
Meanwhile, the reef is getting destroyed.
Right.
Meanwhile, you have foreign entities, whether they're fishermen that don't pay the fisherman fee or the cruising fees, that come in and do their whole Instagram spiel, when they rape and pillage our waters. They're now showing this barge in Abaco on the reefs, and now our reefs, quote unquote, according to them, were never too healthy to begin with, and now this is going to make it worse. See, we don't need this kind of foolishness. We need to move the barge.
Yeah, So I mean, there's things like that you just wonder why it takes an administration so long to address it, deal with it when they have the power to do it. The only question that comes down is, to me, I believe, is that they don't have the funds.
They don't have the funds to remove it?
Yeah, that's what I...
But, I mean, come on, they can't time high tide and use that as a starter, as a discount?
Naughty, trying to get... I mean, let me just use an example. Local government hasn't had a capital project from central government in the time that they've been in to help local government, so it just shows you where we are, I mean, the government, I just don't believe the government has the money. They're broke. They're spending irresponsibly, if you ask me. That's the bottom line. When you look back over the last couple of years, has there been refunds for the Bermuda trip? Has there been refunds for this? Have they paid the Treasury back? Was this done? It's still a lot that's still very unclear, and it seems that this administration doesn't want to answer any questions, and that's the same thing that we go on every week, and I'm pretty sure on every radio station this administration is duck and dodge. They don't want to address or answer any questions by the opposition or by the people.
That's the problem. There's a serious allergy to accountability and transparency with this administration. And others that have preceded them as well, too. But
yeah,
this
don't
crew
get me
here,
wrong, but
they break out like kryptonite to Superman when they hear truth and accountability. Tell us the real deal.
They get lockjaw, man. Their mouth get tight.
Some of them sound like them old 50 motor scooters trying to start up. What happened?
You know, and it's frustrating because you see the Prime Minister traveling all around talking about global warming, talking about carbon credits, talking about all this stuff, you know, the Bahamas. And he's so out of touch with the Bahamian public and what's going on in the Bahamas that he makes ridiculous comments that he has to backtrack on. I just don't understand. And it's this whole administration. You know, I've seen some issues with one of the ministers and his grandchild. You know, I've seen, you know, different things.
And the story swirling around that is taking off the people who really need the attention, the kids.
Yeah, and they're not, and that's the thing. I mean, that's what needs to be addressed. I don't care who your grandfather is or where you're from, but it's the kids. They are the ones that
the important
need to be
thing.
protected. And it doesn't matter if it's his grandchildren or somebody else's grandchildren. When you have accusations, you have things like that coming in, that should be addressed. That should be dealt with. And it's just too much. To me, it seems like it's too much cover up going on in this administration. It gets back to not being accountable and transparent.
And that seems to be the same cry over and over and repeatedly. We need to do better than that, man. We need to, you know?
Yeah.
You know, change the playing field. Change the playbook. We've been doing it this way for so long. Maybe we should try something else. You know?
You got elections coming up in 2 years, so you know they're going to start kicking off.
2 years? I hear sooner than that, Roscoe.
Well,
talk to me, man. What you hearing?
By law, 2 years, September of 2020.
But I mean, you had the chairman of the PLP and minister of you know, foreign affairs or affairs in foreign, and the MP for Fox Hill come out and said that they're in election mode.
Yeah, well, they're in they better be in election mode.
You know when I know they're really in election mode is when they start playing Roots on ZNS late in the night. That's when I know they're in full-blown election mode. So I don't see Roots yet, so I don't know. Maybe that might not be true yet. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, but it should, and it goes for all administrations, you know. I mean, but especially this one, it seems that under the PLP, you know when an election is coming because they start doing things and they start kicking off and, you know, they start making a lot of promises and start, you know, giving out contracts and doing this and that. And I think it's in due time. I think the Bahamian people will speak, and I think they're one and done.
I mean, it's quiet right now, Roscoe. And you and I both know a long time, but it's quiet sometimes. That's not a good thing when it's quiet.
No, but it's not. It's quiet, but you do have people asking questions, but you just don't. You're not getting any answers from no government agencies. From as simple as administrators' offices and not signing checks, and you know, to money being removed out of local government account and trying to get that back. I mean, it's deeper than just, you know, saying, oh, this administration. I could give you examples of where they have made mistakes, what they've done. I mean, I've never seen, it's like it's a dictatorship. It's not well, we live in a semi-dictatorship anyway, but it's not a true democracy.
Careful.
No, I mean, that's just my opinion, you know, in that regards.
I mean, it's quiet, though. I mean, it's quiet, but at the same time, you got the usual heads making noise, but the people that you want to hear from, you really can't hear from.
Yeah, I mean, listen, hey, Mike, the leader of the opposition, Michael Pintard, he is continuing to question and go after the government, asking. I give him kudos. I give them for bringing that to the light of the Bahamian public. That's what needs to be done. It just amazes me that this administration continues to duck and dodge and not want to answer anything. When's the last time, and you could check with Guardian Radio, you could check with Guardian, the Tribune, all the news houses, when is the last time in the House that they've actually had a question and answer?
Never. Not the longest. And
not
they don't
the
want
longest.
They won't be they won't be doing any debates.
Yeah, well, I know that they got the local government amendment coming up. I don't know when they will debate that. When that takes effect. I think that might be this Wednesday or this week sometime that they debate this. And it amazes me. You said Fred Mitchell, and I look at it and I say, the first thing I would be doing is the Freedom of Information Act and making sure that that's done, pushing for that. That would be one of the biggest accomplishments that you could say that you've done. But again, they won't do that because then they will be held accountable. I mean, let's look at BPL as an example. $70 million for a pilot solar project or something to that effect from the former CEO or whatever BPL. I mean, where did that money go?
I still trying to figure it out.
And it's not like, at the end of the day, that's the Bahamian people's money. That's the taxpayers' money.
Correct. And we should have a right to ask when, where, why, and how, and who, because what, because when, because where, when it comes to our money.
See if you could go to Mr. Alexio, your boss, and them and say, "Oh, I'm just going to Abaco and y'all go pay everything." You can't do that. You got to get a permission first. You
break it down.
Approval. You got to break it down. You got to have a budget. You can't, Anyway, Naughty, it's frustrating. I just hope the Bahamian public realizes that, and I'm the first to say this. We had trouble during NAFNM with Minnis and Dorian and the pandemic. And I've said this on your radio show, and I will say it again. This administration has had 3 years and some, with no pandemic, no hurricane, no natural disaster. And we're worse off now than we were under Minnis. Now,
and that, I mean, buddy, that's a lot of worse offness.
That, and me, I call a spade a spade. I mean, it's mind-boggling.
It is, and the magnitude of that statement, though, that you just said? Because I remember very vividly, and a lot of people don't remember this, but you carried the FNM to task for what you felt the Minnis administration were and when they were doing food.
Correct. And I like.
So
I said,
to me, you like me, you're an equal opportunity messer upper. You can tell them about everybody about they behind you when they do food. So I don't see why people get so upset. But anyway, and you were very vocal about it. And then 3 years later, going on 4, to hear you say you were worse now today in Abaco than you were under that administration. Dear God, that speaks volumes, Roscoe.
And and believe it or not, Naughty, you want me to say I've been a little apprehensive under this administration? You want to know why? Because I know how they could victimize you. I hate to say that, but I do speak.
Everybody know, man. And listen, man, everybody know from time immemorial, and everybody got their own version of it and can call on reference to certain incidents. But victimization is part of the PLP playbook.
Yeah.
They run that play very well.
Yep, I think they run it better than the Dallas Cowboys.
Anybody could run any play better than the Cowboys right now.
I had to throw that.
But you know something? Let me tell you something, Roscoe. And I don't want to pick on Chester Cooper when I say this. But last year in January, before the playoff game, Mr. Cooper went to Dallas and made this big announcement of a partnership between the Ministry of Tourism and the Dallas Cowboys. Do you know since then, up until now, we haven't won a darn home game since? We got blown out by the Packers by 30-some points. We can't even break double figures at home. Dak got the hamstring pulled out the bone. You see? And Mr. Cooper, all right with me. You can't deny $1.2 billion in investments in Exuma. But that hovering bad mojo of the PLP, that nanny touch what some people say they got, boy, he put it all over my Dallas Cowboys, boy. And that's why I blame him. The reason why the Cowboys stink this year is because of the PLP.
Oh, Lord, Lord.
And that promotion with tourism. We ain't won a game since at home, Roscoe. We were undefeated at home. They go there and do that press conference during a halftime game, but we win. The following week, the Packers blow us out the building in the playoffs. And we haven't won a home game since.
Oh, Lord, Lord. Well, let's hope he don't go visit Los Angeles and visit.
Well, as long as he go there and take LeBron with him, then, LeBron might fit right in with them. You never know.
Oh, boy.
Boy, I tell you. Boy, look here. Anyhow, that's another story for another day. Musa. But let me ask you this, man. And I want your take on this. The illegal gun problem, Roscoe. Now, I got some texts that come in. People already say, Nobody asked Roscoe, there's a lot of guns in Abaco. Well,
yeah, there are. I mean, believe it or not, there are a lot of guns, legal guns in Abaco in regards to, for hunting, shotgun, and, you have your handful with protect. But there are also a lot of illegal guns here in Abaco. And that's scary. I mean, but that's been going on for many years. It's a lot worse now than what it was, years ago, in that regard. But it's so easy, I hate to say it, you could bring them in by boat. We know how some of our, point of entries, you could land at another island before you even clear customs and drop off what you need to do. So it is a big problem here. I guess it's probably bigger in Nassau, but it's also a big problem here with the illegal handgun situation or illegal guns, here in Abaco.
And it's really throughout our archipelago and in the Caribbean. Right. The numbers are crazy, Roscoe. They're staggering.
Well,
but like I said earlier in jest, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. I know me and you know a ton of people in Florida, Georgia, and Texas.
Correct. But also, too, you have, for example, let's say you're coming to Abaco, and I'm just using anybody in general by boat. Your first port of call or your first port of entry, let's say, is Marsh Harbor to stop, but you could stop to Scotland Key, Green Turtle Key, Guana Key, Walker's Key, Grand Key. You could meet somebody out on the water. It's so easy to bring guns into this country by a boat. In that regards. Now, do the U.S. need to tighten up on their laws? That's up to them because, they have their amendments, the right to bear arms. So, you can't dictate to another country.
No, you can't tell them what they could do with their law, but you can tell them how it affects our law and us as citizens and what they could do to help us, control this scourge, because obviously it is a scourge. It's reaching horrific proportions.
Yeah. But I just give you an example, and that's just Abaco. That doesn't mean, let's say you're running to Exuma or Eleuthera. You're running, you might run along the Abaco chain while you're going to Eleuthera. So you could stop in Sandy Point before clearing customs in Eleuthera, whatever it may be, So it makes it very difficult, because of our situation and, everything. Most of our smuggling, I would say, is probably done by water transportation.
Still to this day, how it was done eons ago. Let me check the phone. Let me check the text lines. Great show as usual. I spoil government workers by tipping them. Blame me. Now I say tip. I ain't saying bribe. It's a thin difference. Listen, if you buy lunch, if you accept gifts, if you accept cash, that's a form of bribery. Especially if you're doing a favor in return for it. Me, I don't care. I am known to buy lunch. If that can cut me through the line and get me ready to eat, lunch will be boss. You know what I'm saying? Great show as usual, Naughty. Spirit Airlines going broke. Question, which Bahamian in Bahamian history is Fly Spirit? Text, I've flown Spirit before. When you're a road comic, you will take a cheap special if you don't have to drive a couple hundred miles and catch a flight.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, as long as Bahamas Air ain't going out of business, be all good, man, because most of us is fly out anyway.
Yeah, Bahamas Air, you could go out of business because we subsidize it.
Yeah,
the Bahamian people, if Bahamas Air costs $30-40 million to run a year and it's $60 million that they overspent, that's a burden of the taxpayers.
This is a good one here. Last week, Fred Mitchell said that BDF officers can opt out of the Haiti deployment. But today, in the papers, Van Monroe said it does not apply to the Bahamas Defense Force officers. What the hell is going on, Naughty? These fellas are more mixed up than tropical Kong salad. Well, I guess Mr. Mitchell, with his chairman's hat, was making a statement, or Minister of Foreign Affairs hat, and Mr. Monroe in his Minister of National Security vein, capacity was saying, what he had to say. They shouldn't have been sent there in the first place, if you ask me. But since they've been, they should have the right to opt out if they want.
Especially if they're letting other countries opt out.
Correct. Why are we forcing this agenda? Why are we forcing this issue?
I don't know. It's a good question there.
Naughty.
But again, Naughty.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but again, Naughty. Here you have Wayne Monroe and Fred Mitchell on two different pages, just as you do with most of their ministers when they say something. It's you have other ministers and the PMs on different pages. So in actuality, who's actually running the country?
This misspoke Central, boy. That's all I could say. All right, this is a good one here, though. Naughty, the Steelers give you all the play for get shot. No, we beat Pittsburgh on the road. We didn't beat Pittsburgh at home. We beat them in Pittsburgh. And hell, that's the last game of the season we won. So how about that? I mean, we're in a bad way. We are in a bad way. Y'all know how the guns getting in. They know big money to be made. Same people with the suit and tie. But texted us there's always a necktie man behind organized and, black market crime. Come on, man. We know that. Now you got to connect the dots and see where they go. Follow the money.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do when it comes to stuff like this. If not, it's going to be a problem. And we have a problem.
It's, look, I hate to say it, but look, I guess look at who's the front man or who's bringing in drugs, and the police know who they are. And 9 out of 10 times they're coming in through, that side, as well as, like I said, through boats, people just sneaking them in.
And, I mean, that's been going on for years, though, Roscoe. That's a part of who we are.
Yep.
Okay, so, at the end of the day, you have to look at it like this. When Woodes Rogers showed up, he met the pirate, the politician, the pastor, and the policeman all drinking under the tree. The pirate, the politician, the policeman, the pastor, the 4 Ps.
Mm-hmm. And
under the tree are getting soused up. And that is who we are from that day to this, from time immemorial, like the old people say.
And you know what Wood Rogers did, which was very smart of him. He pardoned all the pirates that were going to, gave them their rights. They didn't. And
what, expulsus paratus restitutus commercius?
Yeah, and he turned them into pirate hunters. So, I mean, he
legalized them and made them buccaneers, and they all moved to Tampa.
All
right, Roscoe, but I know we're getting close to time, but I appreciate you being so candid. But it's really disheartening to hear that for the umpteenth week that we still haven't had any relief of the barge.
The debris of the
debris.
Down. Yep. I mean, you go.
Now, hold on. Before I go, I got one more thing to ask you about. Because I see this circling. And the reason why I didn't touch this is because I wanted to confirm the validity of it. And I got my ways and means to find out. So Textu just texted me Yeah, I want to talk about it, but I'm going to use the words alleged. All right, Roscoe? But have you seen certain the bills floating around from a certain meal that apparently Mr. Davis had while on tour? He's telling us
did.
And I'm saying alleged because I got to check the validity of it.
Right.
But, basically a couple of weeks ago, the PM told us, we got to deal with poverty and the cost of living. That's us. We want to eat filet mignon when we should be eating hamburger.
And they
but
eat
now
tomahawk.
Tomahawk steak and caviar and all kind of stuff and drinking wine from the cellar.
I think the perception and what they're, like I said, he's lost touch with the.
I mean, if this is true, okay, if this turns out to be true, this is absolutely obscene, and it flies in the face of Bahamians who are going through it right now. Pre-pandemic, they said that there were 52% of Bahamians above the poverty line. I don't believe that now, post-pandemic.
No.
We have no middle class. That's extinct. Everybody, a lot of people living from paycheck to paycheck. Mm-hmm. This is obscene. After you have the audacity, the blue blazing gall, the unmitigated gall to tell us we got to tighten our belt straps while you like party like nonstop. Flying here, flying there. Now, allegedly $86,000 in a food bill. My God.
That would, allegedly, if that is true, that would be a slap in the Bahamian.
And I don't want to hear nothing
public.
from the PLP administration talk about, bring up the travesty that was that foreign embassy under the Minnis administration, where that kind of wastage was obscene, too.
Yes, I will not
$150 grand on a mirror?
No, I agree with you. You won't get no argument of me. But two rights don't make a wrong.
No, correct.
Two wrongs don't make a right. That there is unacceptable on both sides. And if it is so-called true, think of what, and I just say it, think of what $90,000 could do with helping with social services and feeding or, doing something. Or it's just mind-boggling that if it is true that they would do something like that during this time in our country and how things are going.
Ross, I should have texted you, man. That's just sounded naughty. I think you mean pirates restored and commerce expelled under this administration. That's a good one. Coming through from them boats pull up through the canal, which customs don't check. They should check those boats that come through the canal all the time. That's who's loaded down with these illegal guns. Eating top tier on the backs of poor people. Yes, eating top tier. Swanky. Carrying on dirty. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking head.
Naughty.
Hey,
don't do what I tell you. Do what I say.
30 seconds, GNN, because we got to get to the break. You good, though, right?
Yeah, I ticked off at John Quell Jones, and I ticked off at Brave Davis.
Now, call me, Nancy, so you could express your ticked off in this, because we don't have time now. We do have to get to the break.
Yeah, okay.
But I appreciate you, my brother. Be safe. Let's get to this other call real quick. Talking heads, you got 30 seconds. I got to get to the break. Who's this?
Yeah, this is me, Naughty. Good afternoon, Roscoe. Hey, Naughty.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't care what a man eats, right? He dies. We can see how obese they are, right? But I want Roscoe to continue this story about the environmental, the oil spills, etc. What he said, I'm talking about the oil and stuff like that. That's what I really want. I really like to hear from Dr. Joseph Darwin on that, Naughty. And I'm very disappointed in the fact that they're talking about the origins of the guns, right? We know the guns are manufactured in the States. That doesn't mean that's their itinerary. Most of the guns in this region we manufacture from the States, but that doesn't mean they went somewhere. They couldn't go somewhere else and come here. I mean, because that's ridiculous. We have a problem. Solve it.
Good stuff, 52. All right, let's get to the break. Flip side of the break. Cuban Willie's immigration report. Numerology report coming up. All brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. Roscoe, I appreciate you. We'll do it again next Monday, my brother.
And Naughty, thank you. Good afternoon, Bahamas. Y'all have a good day.
Be safe, bro. Have a good weekend in the rest of your week down in Abaco, man. Be safe, bro. Take care.
And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the friends.
Take
a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce, to its cheddar cheese and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is available in original recipe or spicy, but only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and is finger-licking good.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama Market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
With fine style, with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want those slots hemmed or just taking the waist, then Fine Threads is your place. If you want to look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, want to step out and look great, then Fine Threads is your place. With fine style, with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place, is your place, is your place.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Feeling lucky? Here's Cuban Willie's numerology report. Brought to you by the Island Game.
Wepa, buenos dias, soy yo, Cuban Willie Baganchu, with my numerology report brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. Today is Monday, so I got the 3-word special for you. You ready? 7, 8, 3. 783. That's your 3-word for today. Bet it, set it, forget it, and win with the Island Game. Stay winning, my friends.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Central Bank of the Bahamas, the Cleveland Clinic, Easy Car Sales, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Joker's Files, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
I know they try to use me and abuse me. And I will defeat the friend.
I done told you long time. From the Hot 91 days, Waldorf, you aren't no DJ. You ain't a DJ. You will never be a DJ. You are one heck of a producer, engineer extraordinaire, MacGyver in your own right, mad scientist of the highest order in your own right, but you ain't no damn DJ. That was desecration right there. That man, look here, if Randy hear that over there and Hardy come over and slap you, get it together. Always, only your friends, Wally, only your friends. But we are here in the 5 o'clock hour. Let me know when Pearly zooms in. We got Pearly zoomed in yet? Pearlie will be zooming in short order. But I got my good friend, Mr. Tommy Stubbs here. And, of course, you know, the champ, Mr. Jermaine Choo-Choo Mackey.
Good afternoon, Bowers.
And we got the Courtyard Brawl coming up, man.
Oh, yeah. Ready to rumble.
And, of course, you know, we have... You know, Tommy's better half as well, too, but I don't know if she's chiming in on the interview today or not, but good to see us always.
I certainly am.
She does all the work.
Well, we prefer you to chime in on Tommy, because we all know where Tommy gets his instructions from anyway, so...
You know that, Naughty.
You like the ref at the beginning of the fight, giving instructions. Tommy, you can do that. Okay, so there we go. But just let me get everybody brought up to snuff. You guys did have the press conference on Saturday, on Friday, at Fusion Superplex. And you did the weigh-ins, you did the introductions, but I really like this, man. This is the Courtyard Brawl. It's going to be Friday, November 22nd, 7 p.m. at Fusion. And listen, great teams. You got one team managed, the red team managed by Meecha Payne Major. Got the blue team managed by the champ, Choo-Choo over here. I like it. It's good stuff.
My wife is on red. I'm on blue.
But I can tell you now, me and Alex Fox already talked.
Yes.
Me and Foxy coming down, you know, because he got that surgery and he won't get out now, so we can come on and sit ringside.
Oh, yeah. Blows can start flying.
And the Great White Hope Matrix, I know he's not going to be on my team.
And the Beige Bomber, we can be there, man. We're representing Eastern Railroad, Nassau, and Conky Joe's far and wide LA boxing in this country, Choo-Choo.
Well, I'm glad you said that because we have fighters from all around Nassau.
And that's what I like. That's what
fighters
I heard.
From
you got
the south, fighters from the north, and fighters from the west.
All on one collision course.
So where the West Side fighters from? Whose team is the West Side guys on?
That's Beachfront, boxing, and MMA.
And who's Beachfront, boxing, MMA?
That's Johnny Hernandez. And then we also have fighters from the Yellow Elder Gardens Boxing Club. They are trained by former pro boxer Valentino Knowles.
Okay, cool.
You know, you've been to CAC.
Yeah, man.
You're also Carifta champ.
Well, you know, I'm a West Sider. That's why I got to ask you in the West. Because, you know.
And then we have fighters from Strikers Boxing Club.
They got the Strikers,
Coach Ron Rogers. So there's a whole mix of fighters.
This is going to be good, man.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be clashes.
It's going to be
good. This good stuff.
You just see them square off on Friday night. They never met each other.
You know, these young fighters, they want to get it on, man. They're trying to get a win.
And you know, most of these guys, them who are here now, they have been trained by the one and only Mr. Ray Manis Jr., so they are proteges of his teaching.
Right.
So we know from the champion amateur boxing shows that we have great fighters and great fighters to beat.
And I mean, when you look at it, you got two of our most decorated fighters. When you look up in the history of Bahamian fighting and boxing, in Jermaine and obviously in Meecha.
Yeah. That's why we brought them on. You know, we felt that we don't want them to just go off into the night. We want them to stay active so people could get to know who
is
they
Meecha still here, or he's still in Buffalo, or is he in between?
He's in New York, but he's going to be here for the show.
Awesome.
You know, both of us are very competitive on who would be the best fighter and who would get the most fights out.
Boy, you don't want me to answer that right now.
We were very competitive, so we're continuing our legacy. Okay? So
boy, let me put it to you like this.
When people first saw the flyer, they thought me and him was actually fighting one another.
Boy,
I had to let them know that, hey, this is my brother in arms. We have two separate teams that is going to be competing.
Let me see if I can answer this as diplomatically as I can. If I want somebody to go get the job done quick, early, get them out.
You call Meecha.
That's Meecha.
Yeah.
Now, if I want somebody to go 10 to 12 rounds in a war and be standing at the end, you go with Choo-Choo.
That's what I told him at the press conference.
So I think I'm fair in that observation, correct?
That's right.
Both of us had our own separate style.
Correct.
Meecha was always the leader of us because he was the first pro fighter for Coach to turn pro. Ray Manis Jr. turned him pro first. I can always remember his first pro fight.
And prior to Meecha, it was Freeman Barr, right?
Well,
out of the last crop of guys.
That was before my days. But Meecha was always the leader.
Yeah, well, I a little bit older than you are, so I would remember reading the papers, you know.
You know, we always tried to live up to his standard because he was the first pro fighter in our group to turn professional and to win and to go off to the United States and fight and represent the country.
Hey, if you let Choo-Choo talk about the past, we can be till 7.
Yeah, we can till 8.
So,
but let me ask you this question real quick before we get into the rest. But didn't we just have a recent amateur fight? Carl, right? Carl just turned pro, correct?
He
just won the welterweight title.
He'd be fighting for 50.
112, but he's still undefeated.
Well,
He's got perfect amateur record.
He was fighting from 6.
Yeah.
So that's how come the name.
I heard he was fighting to come out the womb, to tell you the truth. He slapped he punched the doctor and gave the doctor a standing count.
He's a Roll Avenue boy.
There you go.
Okay.
But I'm glad to see that all of you guys who have done something in the sport, and I'm
still active in the sport.
Done something and know what it's like to be in the gym and hit the heavy bag and the speed bag and feel the face swell up and got to put the ice on it.
Right.
And got to chew off one side because you get...
That's the wrong one. We used to do it to our opponents.
Yeah, I know. And if you want me to sit here and believe you ain't never going home like that, Choo, my name ain't Naughty.
Maybe when I fought for the Commonwealth title again.
Because I got a couple of people to call and say right now, Choo may have beat me, but I did land 1 or 2 on him. That's their bragging rights, but it's good to see that you guys still got a competitive spirit. That means the teams are going to fight. It's gonna be a good event.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us how. It's 5 fights, correct? 5 teams.
No, it started off with 5 until 2 fighters say they need to fight on this card.
So now we have
6.
So now we have 6
matches.
6 fights.
matches.
Yeah.
Yes, and one of them is a female match.
Oh yeah, heavyweights.
So
there you go.
And let me just put this in there. If you guys watch Paul versus Mike Tyson, the female fight was the best fight.
That was the fight, and I believe
the best fight of the night.
Homegirl was robbed, man.
Yeah, well, it's our opinion.
What's her last name again? I don't want to say Sosa because it's not Sosa.
Yeah. I think she was from
Soriano.
Russia. She was from Russia or something like that. Yeah.
No. The fighter who won, Katie Taylor, was from Ireland, Northern Ireland. And she, what was the name of the fighter who she beat? Serrano.
Yeah.
But Serrano won that fight.
Serrano
had that headbutt and the eye was split open.
But our fight was more effective.
So for all of y'all who love boxing and y'all enjoyed that female match, y'all come out.
And how can you throw 700 punches and land over 300 and lose the fight?
Listen to me. The female matches is going to be the best.
Now,
that female match we have, you don't want to miss that Bahamas.
As far as Tyson goes on the weekend, I got caught up in the hype too. I was thinking, just one good one straight right or one uppercut.
We were looking at the old Tyson at the time.
Yeah, now we literally looking at the old Tyson. He's too old.
My wife Makiva, she's going to tell you the matchups now.
Okay.
So our female matchup, that's Amy Newchurch, and she's going to be fighting Frenisa Russell. And then we have Ali Camp will be fighting Kendrick Stewart. Lloyd Green will be going up against Carlos Brown. Leslie Ambrista will be going up against Jario Monroe. And then we have Justin Simonet going up against Teron Penniman, and then Jawan Forbes going up against Jermaine Allen, who likes to call himself Showtime. So we can see a day all of nicknames.
You want to nickname?
And we got a fighting policeman in the crew.
Oh, yeah.
That's what his name is.
Lord.
Officer KO.
We got a fighting policeman in the crew.
I hope you don't get KO.
And he's fighting against the chief, Lloyd Green. And Lloyd Green is from MMA, so he's a tough guy.
Oh, speaking of MMA, we also are going to have an MMA exhibition.
Okay.
On the night, just for a little bit more entertainment, and that's going to be put on by Beachfront Boxing and MMA Club.
Johnny Fernandez.
So we're really excited about that. They're trying to get mixed martial arts going in the country, so they're putting on an exhibition for us. And then we're going to also have a pizza eating contest.
How do you get under that?
As well as...
Pearly definitely could win that one for sure.
We're also going to be doing ring girl selection. So if you want to be a ring girl, come out prepared.
And you're getting big prizes and cash money.
Yes.
Well, you're putting out all the stops.
Oh, yeah. But here's another special one about our reporters. Marcellus Hall, Brent Stubbs, and Sheldon Longley have been reporting for over 30 years. And they've risen from the reporters, now editors. So Sheldon Longley, who's the editor at the Nassau Guardian, he's going to be on it at the event. Brent Stubbs, who's the sports editor at the Tribune, he'll be on it. And Marcellus Hall, who's been to Love 97, Our TV, back to ZNS. So those 3 guys are going to be on it. And we couldn't find 3 better people. I mean,
I can tell you one right here. I can tell you one right here.
I know.
In the words of Joe Pesci, what am I, a mirage spider? What am I, on a freaking Pano mindless? What am I, invisible to you? What am I, huh?
Not even.
Dance, spider, dance.
Hold on. So let's do this. This is going to what we hope to be the first of many.
No, but see, in all fairness, give my brothers their roses because me, if you want to put me like in a fighter, I'm like the Sugar Ray Leonard. I won in 5 divisions. I did morning radio, I did afternoon radio, I write columns, I do videos, and I've won at all them levels. Oh, yeah. So you could put me in that category like a Ray Leonard or a Floyd Mayweather. That's cool.
You're going to have your own.
Yeah. That's right.
Nobody else with you. Just
right.
You've been at this, 24 years now?
There you go, brother. Or more.
I remember.
That's why I said that Marcellus has been there over 30 years.
That's right. So that's why I give them their credit. They're doing their thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Because you remember now.
Voice Down. I remember you from Voice Down.
No, that's late, man. That's come later.
I mean, what I remember.
Yeah. But I'll be honest with you. When I started radio here, I gave the competition a head start. I waited. Some of them ran out of the... I was like, nah, I wait. I got my opportunity with 94.9. So big up to Galen Saunders and Brad Gibson, and the rest is history. Yeah. I made it do what it do, like Ray Charles said. So I'm good. But I'm just saying, you say there's 3 you couldn't find no better. But I can tell you one. Because I done told all 3 of them I
awesome night. It's going to be an awesome night.
Folks, just reminded, we're talking courtroom brawl.
Courtyard brawl.
Courtyard. Go ahead, Ron. That's on the paper say courtyard.
Courtyard. All right. We got a text coming in. Naughty, will you do the Donald Trump dance later that night at ringside? A lot of people have been doing it. If the Cowboys lose their game, listen, if the Cowboys lose, and that means they can keep losing and we end up with the number 1 pick, I will do the Donald Trump dance all day, every day.
I'll give him 30 seconds.
And guess what?
That's all I could take.
I gotta give a shout out to my boy Bones Jones in MMA, man, with that big win on Saturday night over Steve Miocic, and obviously he did the Trump dance too. Had Trump at ringside freaking himself out.
Oh.
So I just want to thank Choo Choo Maki and Misha for joining in with us. There are going to be 12 fighters and 6 fights, 1 championship belt. So Choo Choo or Misha is going to raise the belt. So we're going to get ready to rumble. I take also some pride in the fact of organizing this special boxing event featuring some of the finest Bahamian boxers, some of whom I've never met in person until Friday night. So they don't even know each other. So imagine how they're going to go after each other. So we have, in preparation to fight Naughty, I went to the gym, watched these guys. This, when you're promoting something, you want to know, are they real? Are they going to come there faking? Oh, no. These guys, we just came from Strikers Boxing Club. And 2 of the guys were there early for training. After work.
Strikers, but they don't strike, but they wait to strike you. They hard up to fight.
So they ready to go. So the Boston fans and supporters should expect.
That's one thing about strikers. Those kids are always interested in participating, man. I give them their credit, man.
Yeah. So Courtyard Brawl really is going to be fun, and we're ready to go.
All right. How can folks get tickets?
Well, tickets are at the box office at Fusion Superplex. And I want to say a very, very special thank you to Fusion Superplex, CEO Carlos Folks. They have been doing a good job at partnering us to make sure that this event is going to be a great one. So shout out to you, Carlos, and your team at Fusion.
Nice facilities.
Yes. And so tickets can be bought at the box office at Fusion Superplex, $20, $30, and $50 ticket.
Don't worry, not you ain't paying for no ticket.
I know. I can use it over the ringside, but I mean, the obviously goes to the chairs.
I told Makiba that you and Marcellus, Brent, and Sheldon, you'll have a VIP.
You gotta make sure Pearly there too. He doesn't me now. He's about to zoom in too.
You'll have your special seat with your own waiter.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what I need. They be doing it like Vegas now. We having bottles at the table. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
You might tell people that's how Vegas started fighting in the parking lot. Before you realize that, right?
They used to fight in the parking lot, and it built to all those amphitheaters outside.
Yes. So
that's very true.
We talk Fusion and did Bahamas events and sports. We realized that Fusion has the facilities, and so we wanted to do some of this courtyard rather than just partying in the back.
Naughty, could you ask Tommy how do I enter in the pizza eating contest?
Show up.
Show up.
But that's it. Show up and say,
raise your hand. And raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
All right, so Fusion is the spot. They don't have to go anywhere else for the ticket.
Nope.
That's it, right there.
Right
30, 50, obviously being ringside.
Yes. Yep.
Correct. So
with a free drink.
With a free drink.
Yes, with a free drink.
And you got 2 teams, like I said, 6 fights, red versus blue. Nietzsche Major, Team Red. Choo Choo Maki, Team Blue. That's 2 of our legends in the ring.
Find them on Facebook now. We're posting them.
All right. But I think we're going to make it happen.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
There you go. So get out there. It's this Friday, correct?
This Friday.
Friday night, the 22nd, out there at
This
Fusion.
is your reminder now.
And if you drive past JFK and Gladstone Road and you feel the ground moving, oh, that's the rumbling.
That's the rumbling. So
That's
definitely
the
check it
rumble.
out. Let's get this call real quick before we wrap up. Talking Heads. Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hello.
Guardian?
Yes.
Yeah, can I speak with Naughty?
Yeah, this is Naughty.
Naughty, how you doing?
I'm good.
Well, you get my family on there this evening. You get Choo Markey on there.
Who is this?
This retired sergeant.
This Happy Fly Away? Happy Go Fly Away?
Let me cut the TV off. Hold on. Retired Sergeant Carroll, man. Choo, you know your family, you know your Long Island side of the family. I know your dad is a major. A Markey from Southern Luton. You know your Long Island side of the family, right?
Carroll, that's you?
Everybody's going to be
Carroll,
on.
man, to be sergeant out by the court.
Yeah, man, how you enjoying it, man? How you enjoying retirement? I hear you retired, man. You enjoying it?
Yeah, man, I retired from 2006.
Uncle says he's flying
Love
in
yourself.
from Long Island for this fight.
Choo.
Yes, sir.
Choo.
Uh-huh.
Tell Pete, Mr. P. Major, you get major in your family too. Your great great grandmother was a major.
Yeah, well, like
I
I say, that's my brother. So we all connected.
So your grandmother, Sarah, is my mommy's sister, one of my mommy's sister.
Yeah, so like I tell most people, my grandmother was a Pavel, married a
grandfather was
Carol, and my
Stanley
mom
Carol.
married a Markey.
Well, you good to go. Carol, you just need to be out there.
Well, all of the last names you call in, you gather all of them and you all come support the fight on Friday.
Bring all the family out.
We're
Good
going
to
to be
hear from you,
excited to
Carol.
see you there tonight.
Okay.
Friday night.
Good stuff, Carol. Always a pleasure to hear from you. But yeah, I mean, people excited. People like boxing, and I'm glad to see that boxing is being brought back. I mean, we've agitated for it on this show on multiple levels, especially at the amateur level and getting them the support that they need. But yeah, I'm accustomed to seeing good prize fights. I grew up with my late grandpa Cam Thompson, man, and we were sport. I don't want to age myself, but before satellite, you had ABC Wide World of Sports. Every Saturday you had a fight on there. Then when satellite came, you watch fight every night of the week. And Friday night fights is always good for Madison Square Garden.
I'm glad you say prize money because, folks, this is not amateur. These guys getting paid.
Okay.
So this ain't no walk in the park. 3 rounds. Okay. Keep in mind, there's 3 rounds of fighting.
3-minute round?
Yeah, 3
Not
rounds.
2-minute rounds like Jake Paul and
Three 1-minute rounds. So they come in fast and they
3 1-minute rounds?
No, 3 minutes. There's a 2 minutes.
Oh, 3 2-minute rounds.
Yeah. So 3 rounds.
Okay.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
Of war.
Yeah.
90 seconds rest.
It's gonna be plenty blows through it.
Yeah, you're really trying to run
no feeling.
Ain't no feeling.
So yeah, this ain't no sweet science. No, this toe to toe, eye to eye, round to round, pound for pound. I like it.
Boxing brings together a great dynamic of people.
Mm-hmm. Broad cross section. You ain't lie there. All right. Well, listen. We got to get to the break, but I appreciate you guys stopping by, and obviously, I will be there. Mm-hmm. As soon as I get back in town, I jump in. I got to travel Friday early, but I'll be back, and I will boom.
And just follow the lights.
And I'll be there. I'll definitely be there to catch them. I mean, I'm a huge fan of boxing, so I like to see it up close and personal in any which way, shape, or form. Yeah. And to jinx Misha and Choo on to get them in the ring at the end, because I could jinx them to get in the ring at the end, and I can get it done.
Yep.
Okay.
I know they can try no blow, but I mean, because
we might show some at you.
The two of them getting old up there now, so So,
all right, so all of you fight fans, we will see you this Friday, November 22nd. We start at 7:30 p.m. Courtyard at Fusion. Superplex tickets $20, $30, $50. Available at the box office at Fusion. If you are a fan of boxing or you just want some entertainment, you want to come and see the Ring Girls, you want to enter the pizza eating contest, if you want to see the MMA exhibition
and support
Marcellus, Sheldon, and Brent,
for all their working sports,
all of you come out. We want to see you on Friday
in a great environment.
There you go.
Right. Perfect.
And don't kick up, because that's the wrong place to kick up. You're surrounded by boxers and MMA.
I'm going to tell you that.
You can get by you right up. All right, thank you all for stopping by. We get to the break. Flip side of the break, we'll continue the Monday, November 18th edition of Talking Heads. We're in the 5 o'clock hour. We're talking sports, so keep it right where you got it.
Call it, yeah.
And though they try to use me and abuse me, I leave them with the brown. Me burn a fire, pan a week.
Are you looking to
purchase or occasion? Do you want your money to start making money for you? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Bond, the Bahamas Government Savings Bond. I am guaranteed to earn interest on your money with terms ranging from 1 to 6 years. Government savings bonds are available to all Bahamians, and for as little as $100, you can start to save for your future. The Bahamas Government Savings Bond, a safe investment guaranteed. Check out the Central Bank of the Bahamas website for details.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Are you dreaming of an EV? Now is the time. Easy Car Sales is offering unbelievable deals on 2024 models with end-of-year discounts. Plus, quick and simple in-house financing makes it easy for everyone to go electric. Take a test drive and experience the thrill today at EV City on Abundant Life or Gladstone Road. Step into a smarter, more affordable drive with Easy Car Sales, your trusted EV and warranty provider since 2016.
You're listening to Talkin' Heads with Naughty. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
I know they try to use me and abuse me. I leave them with the friend. Me burn a fire pan a week at Babylon and the street that could I never get me down. I know they try to use me and abuse me. I leave them with the friend. The way goes by so long on the plantation and me never get paid. Of all they stole away.
Well, I got you right here on the Monday, November 18th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty in your company right up until 6 p.m. Pearly is now in the building. What's going on, Pearly?
Right there, my brother. What's happening?
I am good, man. What's happening with you?
Dolphins won, so I'm good.
Listen, man, you know what? I actually encourage and support the message that Skiller came with y'all winning 9 straight. You know, the more y'all win and the more we lose, the closer we get to number 1.
Nope, one game at a time. One game at a time.
That's 2 straight. I want y'all to win 3 straight, man.
No, one game at a time.
But now, listen.
I don't get what you say, Phil. I don't want to be in the same. I won't beat New England. You never want to
hold on. What's your record right now?
3-6.
No, y'all 4-6.
4-6. Sorry, 4-6. Yes, sorry. 4-6.
And me could be 3-7 after the night. That's what I'm talking about. Separation, baby. See the problem with the problem. I'm not a sellout, Pearly. I'm a realist. Okay? If the limb got to come off, cut the limb off. Let's get the prosthetic on and let's start the rehabilitation. Don't wait till gangrene set in to now say the limb got to come off, man. We know it got to come off.
Bring the Sanders family to Dallas.
And if not the Sanders, let me tell you, Mr. Genty from Boise State, the reincarnation of Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, he's good.
So I don't have a problem with them going that route because at the end of the day, you get a top 5 pick, Pearly. You could retool in that draft right there because this draft, unlike others, quarterback, tight end, and every other skill position is loaded.
Yeah,
your defensive tackles, your offensive linemen, your receiver, man, you got a good crew of kids coming out.
A really lot of good kids out this year. But y'all, if the season ended today, y'all pick like number 10, right?
No. No, we're probably within the top 10 now. We need a little bit more losing to go on. But the season doesn't end today. That's the good thing. We got 6 more weeks to play, 6 more games to lose. We could be a stinking 3-13, ready to roll up in there and say, hey, we top 3, baby. What you gonna give us?
You got about 6 teams who 2-7.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Pearly, let's look at the NFL. Let's look at the NFL standings right now, buddy. Let me tell you the positioning that Dallas has to go through. Caller, I see you. We get to you in a sec. I'm telling you now, this is...
You've got. I can tell you right now, you've got the Jags, the Giants, the Raiders, the Titans,
Pearly,
the Browns, that's 5 teams. That's 6 teams.
But Pearly, we play against the Giants. We can let them beat us.
Okay.
Be in the division.
The Patriots get 3 losses. The Jets got 3 losses. The Panthers get 3 losses, and you guys get 3 losses.
Yeah, but that's okay. The Jets can mess around and beat you out some down the stretch. You know how that division go?
No, we ain't losing to the Jets. Everybody else beating the Jets. I don't want to lose to the Jets.
Well, that's how it go, Purdy. That's how division games go.
If you only win one more game all season, it got to be against the Jets. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. No, man, don't do that to me.
All I'm saying is that the more Dallas loses, the more beneficial it is. Because sometimes they were right there lumped up with us. Y'all were 2-7 a couple of weeks ago, or 2-6, or 2-5.
We were 2. Actually, we won. We were 2-6.
And y'all won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, so that positioning gonna happen. The Jets and the Patriots, okay, that might be a little competition there for us. Okay, but the Raiders, they could win another game just to be stinking. They could be win another game.
The Jags gonna get the number 1 pick.
Again, they're going to have the third number 1 pick for the third time in 5 years, 21, 22, and now 25. The Browns, I think, win another game. But even if you say the Titans, the Jaguars, the Browns, like 5 teams, listen, even a top 6, top 7 pick gets us who we need, and it gives us tradability. Purdy, hey, Dallas, would you like to turn it back to the 15th pick, and we'll give you another pick in this round and another? Come on. If there's one thing the Cowboys know how to do is damn drive, Pearly. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking heads.
Yeah, brothers. What's going on?
What's going on, muffin stuff?
Yeah, man. Hey, no, you was right, boy. Taylor cheat that, boy, with them headbutts and things, boy. She lost that fight, but she ain't supposed to win that.
That was disgusting. I don't know. Those 3 judges should not. Well, first of all, take it on what card she was on. That Logan Paul Tyson. That was a carnival. That was a sideshow.
Yeah.
Serrano.
You can see how the fans care on and all, too.
Man, Serrano, when she got her eye bust open with that head, but she just started to fight, but that's a warrior right there.
And Tyson was tired in the 5th round from me because you can see the old age on him, man. Jake could have knocked him out, no. But Jake didn't want to knock him out.
No.
That's a money-making scheme.
I got caught up in that man angle. I was hoping Tyson could have George out him one time for the record, just for the record, but nah.
Yeah, that's $40 million for Tyson, man. Netflix crash, $80 million. Viewers. Hey, but Pearly, Baltimore need to fire their kicker. Cincinnati need to fire their kicker. Yeah, but that was a solid game last night.
Yeah, Tucker stunk up the joint for them. Tucker killed Pittsburgh. He hits any one of them field goals, they win the game.
Yeah, they win the game, man. And then I know what Carroll is thinking about going for trying to get points before the half. And he they only get a field goal and think, man, run the ball, run the clock, and then kneel the ball down, go into the half. What's up there, foolishness? But, Pearly, you say John O. Smith come from the Chargers? Boy, I'm glad we pick him up.
No, from Atlanta.
Oh, from Atlanta. Well, I'm glad we pick him up, boy. I'm glad we pick him up, boy.
They said he was probably the best tight end who's most yards after catch. And he's earning his money. I'm glad that was a good pickup for the Dolphins.
Yeah, man, that's a good pickup, man. That's a big-time touchdown, boy. I ask you all, if you think Cleveland for real Friday, well, tomorrow night we can know if they real. If they could go 16-0 on Boston, after Tatum hit that big game-winning shot in overtime.
When you see All-Star break and come back, that's where you know what if they real.
Yeah, then you know what they good boy with.
Ain't how you start, Buff. It's how you finish.
You say that in baseball. You say that with the Dodgers. I know Big Chief care on bad because the Bulldogs care on bad. They look good. They look good Saturday. They look good. They look really good. Boy. And Naughty, I get in with the Texans tonight. Yeah, I can let someone else get in, man. You all brothers, we can link up, man.
Be safe. I with you. Let's go to the next phone.
Muff is probably our most conscientious caller.
Yes, man, for sure. Talking Heads.
Yeah, Naughty.
Skiller, boy, you may be right, boy. I want your Dolphins to win it. As long as they keep winning, my Cowboys keep losing, we get that high draft pick. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
That's 2, Naughty. Don't worry, that's 2. 7 more to go. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I can remind you when you buck your toe now.
Yeah, well, you know, I can call you. But listen, I won't call you concerning this. Now, Naughty, I want you to be real. Now, I want you to be real. I know you don't like him, but you got to be real. LeBron, right? You know what he just did in the last 4 games we play?
Listen,
triple-double every game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen a 40-year-old get 4 triple-doubles in a row. But I've seen 4 triple-doubles in a row before.
But that's the first time.
But I don't want you. So I don't want you to mistake what I'm saying. I'm impressed by a 40-year-old is doing it. I'm not impressed that it's 4 triple-doubles in a row because I've seen Westbrook do it. I've seen Magic do it. I've seen a couple other people do it. But anyway, go ahead.
Do that, right?
Michael Jordan.
All of them did that in their prime.
No.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah, but a major reason why he's allowed to do this is because you got AD.
Never did that in his prime.
But hold on, you got AD pumping in 40 and 12 a night. If you got somebody that's almost leading the league and scoring at 30 points a game, so that's going to allow him to freelance. That's going to allow him
to do what he do best.
Which is
remember that
freelance.
He was always a facilitator, you know.
Yeah, but I can be honest with you. You want me to be totally brutally honest with you?
Yeah.
Redick throwing matchups at the wall right now, and they're working. Redick got to be commended for the Lakers being where they're at, but they need to bring up Quincy Olivari from the G League.
Who? Who that is?
Undrafted free agent.
What position he play?
Point guard.
Point guard?
And he's a big guard, too.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they
get out of him facilitate. He's way better than Bronny.
Huh?
He should be on the Laker bench instead of Bronny, to be honest with you.
But then Bronny ain't playing.
That's what I'm saying. This Olivari could actually crack the minutes. We need a backup point guard. D'Lo's stinking up the joint, bro.
Yeah, but sometimes he's come through, though.
We don't need if and that. We need a young player who can be hungry and who can play. Correct. And Olivari brings the defense to the table.
Yeah, that's what Gilo ain't getting. He ain't get that defense. He's an offensive. He's an offensive Google.
But D'Lo got to be D-Go, as in D-Go, gone. See you later. We got to get rid of him.
But listen, y'all playing tonight. Why you pulling for your team the lowest though?
Because I'm a realist, Skiller. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. So since we're not going anywhere, and we're not going to win no championship.
For them to tank.
Exactly. You all tank for Tua, right? So let us tank for Shador, tank for whoever, man. See, when you all do it, it's wonderful. But when we do it, it's a problem.
You see the same team you just called off just now? Buffalo them? I ain't talking about the Buffalo in the NBA.
You're talking about the Buffalo Braves back in the day with McAdoo.
The old Sanders them. That's like a Gracie. That's a Gracie quarterback they got here.
Yeah, babe. Shador ain't no joke.
I thought Ken Tingham was crazy. That boy crazy.
But
that was dangerous.
I got to get to this next call, but make sure call me tomorrow. We'll talk some more. Do the Lakers play tonight? I think the Lakers play tonight.
No, we play tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Well, call me and we'll talk it up before the game tomorrow. But yeah, you're 2 straight so far, but you Dolphins. Hats off to you, man. Talking Heads.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Last week, I called in after you made a comment about...
Hey, just slow your roll. Your Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens in a field goal catch.
Okay,
No, time out.
Do we get to talk when we call in, or we just get to hear you?
Yeah, either way.
Give me a minute.
Well, first of all, I don't like your tone. See, my Cowboys beat you. You need to calm down with your tone.
Let me know when you can talk.
I'll let you know when you can talk, but your tone got to change.
Okay.
Your tone got to change with me. I don't care if you beat Baltimore. You didn't beat Dallas. And my team sucks. You didn't beat us. So take a breath. Exhale. Now, see, you want me to let you talk, but you ain't even letting me talk.
Okay. Can I say continue?
Breathe. Now talk about how you beat Baltimore.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. You ready now?
Go ahead.
Okay. So last week, you made a comment that the top 3 teams in the AFC were the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, and the Baltimore Ravens.
And I still hold to that fact. I still hold to that. But go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. So I called in because I was a little perplexed.
I remember you, Steele. I told you to call back.
Okay, so you ain't gonna want to say nothing?
No, you don't run the offense quick like Fields. You run the offense slow like Wilson. Let's go.
Let me know when I can talk again.
Go ahead.
Okay, good. So I was a little perplexed. So I said, I trying to figure this out. So if he's saying the Ravens, but there's a team that has a better record than the Ravens that are even in the Ravens division, how is he saying that? So, I called and you told me about how Zay Flowers is going to punch us in the mouth. 2 receptions, by the way.
That's
and
right.
one hit off his chest so hard I thought it broke his ribs. But anyway, all I want to know is this, Naughty.
Uh-huh.
In the avian family, there's a group of birds called Corvidae. And ravens and crows are part of that family. Just wondering if you ready to eat some crow.
No, because you know why? My Cowboys beat your inbred Marlin Steelers. No, stop. I don't have to eat crow because my Cowboys beat you. No, my Cowboys beat you. So when you want to talk... Hold on. Now, hold on. It's my turn to talk, right? I know that's killing you, that the Cowboys beat you. You're a bunch of inbred coal miners. You're steel merchants. You're steel mill, inbred steel millers. That's okay. You got to tell that. I don't care. Hold on.
The only team that ever went and won a Super Bowl without losing any games was the Miami Dolphins. Every other team that's won a Super Bowl has lost a game. A lot of them to a donkey team, like the Cowboys. So that doesn't make no sense.
I know, like the last time he played in the Super Bowl. Thank you, Neil O'Donnell.
You got a point there, Naughty.
Well, that's fine, but the 2 times before that, you got your chance.
Yeah, I know, but who won last time he played? Who won last time he played? I want you to repeat for me who won between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I want you to tell me, so your opinion now, the top 3 teams in the AFC is 7 and 14?
Hold on. You can let Pearlie talk, though, because I got something to come out from right now.
I like your defense, Naughty. I know that's your way of protecting yourself, and I appreciate that. But the point is, they got a better record than both our teams. The point is, they beat a really good team. The point is, they got one of the best records in the NFL right now. That's the point. Whether you beat them or not, that don't matter.
Now, I like it early, but it ain't really hard to have a better record.
Let me finish.
Hold on.
At the end of the day.
So that's like saying
at the end of the day, if they win the Super Bowl, it don't count whether you'll beat them or not.
But see, hold on. What I'm trying to show you is this. They still got... Hold on. I don't want...
There's nothing you could show me.
I could show you 20-17. Hold on. I could show you 2017.
Off your mouth.
I want you to wipe that off your mouth. I want you to wipe that cow dung off your mouth. Wipe that wipe that big mound of cow nanny out of your mouth. That big mound of cow nanny that Doc smeared in your mouth in Pittsburgh. 20-17. Stop living in denial. You choking on cow manure. If I choking on feathers, you choking on cow dung. All right, nanny eater. All right, cow dung eater. All right, cow dung. How you want that cow dung? You want some Mexican sauce on it? Or not? No, I just think because you live in denial.
You are actually talking about the Cowboys?
The Cowboys that are absolute horse manure, that I'm hoping gets a high draft pick. They still punched you in your mouth 2017.
I know one thing.
2017.
Our division.
So tell me, how does that manure taste? Does it have a Tex-Mex taste to it? Or does it have a full Southwestern barbecue? Or does it have some Dallas chips to it? Let me know. Does it have hickory or does it have mesquite? Because it's all over your face. You should taste it.
You still watching ball?
Let me say this to you. You ain't going to have no say with Naughty in this unless Pittsburgh win the Super Bowl. So TP, you don't route us with Naughty.
There's no sense talking to Naughty at all because the Cowboys ain't going to win the Super Bowl.
I didn't say we were, though. That's why you're reaching. You talking about the Steelers winning the Super Bowl and being the best team in the NFC.
I'm talking about the team whose defense shut down the #1 offense in the NFL.
Not that same defense that couldn't shut down a pro-down Cowboy team, though.
About the Cowboys as much as you want. But if you are a true sports fan or follower of the NFL, you have to admit that the Pittsburgh Steelers shut down the #1 offense in the league. That's fact.
There's two things that in this game I like to hear. First of all, on any given Sunday, And second of all, Chris Berman says it best. That is why we play the game. One game don't mean nothing. Because if you all don't win the rest of your games, that one win over Baltimore would mean nothing because you got to play them again. You got to play them again. You got to play Cincinnati twice. You got to play the Browns twice. And you got to play Kansas City.
Yes.
And you got to play
Buddy, I really appreciate you giving him the schedule. I really appreciate it. But I just want to let him know he has now gone into uncharted territory. When I refer to dung-eating Steeler fan, it's you, buddy.
What territory is uncharted for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
No. I'm not talking about the Steelers. I'm talking about you. Because you have signed a check, but you're behind can't cash. So now like Mystery Dolphin, you become a part of this show? Dung-eating Steeler is now a part of the show. Cow dung-eating Steeler is part of the show. So now, when this thing don't go the way you calling it, I'm going to painfully remind you.
You sure you won't give out nicknames?
Yeah, I could give out a nickname. You know why? Because it's my show. And now I could give you another nickname. Dropped dung-eating Pittsburgh Steeler fan. Dropped cow dung-eating Pittsburgh Steeler fan. You see how that works? You see how that go? That go just like that. So don't get all fired up. You got plenty games in that division to play before the end of the year. And the last time I checked, you're doing like you beat somebody to pieces. You won 18 to 15 and about 16 and a bottle of field goals. And if Tucker hits one of the three that he missed,
you really did catch Lamar on an off day. Let's see what happens the next time you play them.
Purley, exactly. But I get it. The crux of that.
But he has bragging rights right now. They beat Baltimore. They're in first place. He has rights to be happy right now.
Do I still think Baltimore, Kansas City, and Buffalo are better teams than the Pittsburgh Steelers? Yes, I do.
Do I still think that it'll be Baltimore and Detroit in the Super Bowl? Yes, I do.
So I just want cow dung eating Steeler fan to know how the thing go. Don't come on to me sideways, because the last time I checked, when it comes to me and you talk, hold on, Pearly, last year, Pearly, who had to eat dolphin leftovers because y'all beat us for the first time? And how long? 20 years. How long you was toting that before then?
Several times.
And it didn't matter if he had a better record than you, into the playoffs or whatever. Only thing could say that is winning the Super Bowl, right? But at the end of the day, I got to tote that for the first time in 20 because you all won. But you had to tote it before how many times?
Plenty. Too many to count.
And the thing go like this, stop your road. We beat you, shut up. That's how it go.
But, then they'll come. All I say is don't get too cocky in the middle of the season because Naughty will ride you hard if Pittsburgh don't make the playoffs.
Listen, trust me, it's all good. Like my good friend Clint Harden, that 1 year when Dallas had one win with Paul Palmer at running back and Steve Walsh at quarterback. And we go to Washington and we won on a Sunday night.
I thought you would have tried to forget that.
No, but that was another part of our great rebuild when we went from ashes to like the Phoenix rising again through the draft. So
that's when you guys had a bunch of picks. That's the year y'all got Herschel.
That's the Herschel Walker years, brother. So
yeah, when y'all had 9 million picks. I think y'all had but 3 picks in every rounding.
I seen this go down the pike, and if it's one game that Clint to this day we'll talk smack about. It's the only one game my Cowboys won was against the Washington Redskins, the eventual Super Bowl champion. The only game. And they were undefeated up until that point. We did you a favor by saving your record.
But one thing I know is my champagne tastes very good yesterday, again.
Well, I know it. I know champagne would taste better than cow dung for sure.
Tastes very good. Mind you, I was quietly pulling for Kansas City because, I can't stand Buffalo, right?
No, but I'll be honest with you. I got to go with Kansas City until they lose. Now I can next week look at it and say, hey. But until that happens, it happens. And that's why, if you look at the game yesterday with that Baltimore game, uncharacteristic things happen in that game that don't happen. You think Henry going to fumble on the second play of the game?
But that Pittsburgh defense was stymied.
Yeah, but Pearly, for all of that, it came down to a 2-point conversion with a minute left. For all of their big bad defense. And that same big bad defense, Dakota Ren Prescott walked right down the field, punched him in their mouth and won in Pittsburgh. That's the equivalent of going in your house, sleeping with your girlfriend, kicking your dog, taking your food out of the refrigerator, and taking your car on the way out. So, yeah, that's why I'm bragging about my Cowboys, because we beat the Steelers. And that's all that matters.
Yep.
That's all that matters. You know? I mean, I know my son's doctor, his, pediatrician, that grew and blew them up. Her husband is a diehard Steeler. I know he can sleep on the sofa for the rest of the season because of that one game. That's it. Sunday night, booty on the sofa. Shut up. That's how it go.
Yeah.
You think, but and like I keep warning people, Pearly, you better talk to your nephews. You let them know that MJ Mouth is your dad sticky when they come to the Spurs when they start winning.
Yeah.
Let them know. Man, the Spurs beat the Lakers. Man, that was some of the longest. I couldn't wait for basketball season to start again, babe. I had to take that every day.
But I noticed I didn't hear from her when we beat them.
So, no. I heard. You didn't hear it. I heard it.
What did you beat them?
Yeah, I know, but I heard it because, the Lakers are scared of the AD. That's a tissue foul. They ain't calling the same way for Wemby. Wemby is infinitely smaller than AD. AD putting too much body in him. That's a foul. That's a dirty pick. Come on.
No, okay.
I had to hear it. Then I was like, yeah, all of that happened too, and Derek Fisher had 0.4 seconds left too. I remember that time. In your face. And then I went to the sofa, even though we won, because I did not want to take the barrage. But anyway, she sent me to the sofa. But that's cool. It's all good. I knew that was coming because the Lakers won. So
I had a good day. The Dolphins won and the Steelers won. I was comfortable, very comfortable.
And like I want to say, I don't want cow dung eating Steeler to feel no way. He's a part of the show now.
I can't use those words around certain people.
Yeah, you got Mystery Dolphin, cow dung eating Steeler. And the only reason I really don't carry your other better half hard is because of you. But, I don't want you to suffer. Because I know she'll take it out on you.
That other Steeler called me, please bail me. I said, bail you out.
No, she poked the bear in the wrong group, and she had to do the same thing. It doesn't matter what the Cowboys' record is. Our last win was against you in Pittsburgh. Shut up and have a nice day. And thank God I was a fan of your daddy, Dr. Paul Riley, Lord bless the dead. That's why I don't do your what's up, Siobhan.
I told her, I said, you don't mess with her.
That's what a reference is. Ain't no shame. So, like I say, cow dung eating Steeler, he could always call. I just want to know who he put for in basketball, because they don't have no team in Pittsburgh.
She's a Boston Celtic, if I remember correctly.
Who?
I think Riley's a Boston Celtic.
No, I don't, but I'm talking about cow dung eating Steeler.
He's probably a Laker.
Anyway, I know about all that.
Hey, odds are 50% of the Bahamas are Laker fans, so it's easy to guess like that.
I'd be interested to know what cow dung eating Steeler is. Who we post for in baseball?
Can't be no Dodgers.
Boy, I don't know. He might be a Yankee.
There are not a lot of us.
He might be a Brave. He sounds better like a Brave fan.
There are very few Dodger fans under 40. Very few.
All right. So whenever he calls in, Wally, he's known as cow dung eating Steeler or the big CDES. They give him initials, cow dung eating Steeler or CEDS, SEDS, SEDI for short. But we know what the SEDI stand for, right? Cow dung. Let's get this last call before we get out of here. Talking Heads.
Obviously, there's no final tip today.
Talking Heads.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? All is well?
See? Look at the irony. You have another one that's just been welcomed to your circle of lunacy on this show.
Yes. The one who makes noise will get hit.
Hold on. Mystery, where you come from? Oh, the irony. We were talking about...
You called him enough times. He had to respond.
Yeah, in the annals of lunacy in this show, he's now up there with you, brother. You got company in that lounge.
I heard you call my alias twice or 3 times. I had to call.
Because we haven't...
So, Mystery, do you feel a little bad about Tua now?
Coming around slowly but surely.
What?
We're gonna win you.
It's a long shot. It's a long shot, my friend. It's a long shot.
Listen to me. Miami running. Let me tell you what Miami doing right now.
I'm not celebrating the win just yet.
They're playing the short game right now, dump-offs, check-offs and stuff like that. And when teams start playing us closer, You can throw the Rubin and blow the roof off.
When I see him get Tyreek Hill more involved in the game, I will be okay.
That's coming. Teams are deliberately double teaming Tyreek and giving us the checkoffs and the passes to the tight end. They're giving us that. And they're going to continue to give us that until we kill them with it like we are now, and then you're going to see them go back, and then Tyreek can blow the top off in the last 3-4 games of the season.
And Noddy, I want you to know, I don't usually agree with you, but I'm holding my nose and agreeing with you right now when it comes down to Pittsburgh, also with Kansas City Chiefs, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm holding my nose and I'm agreeing with you with that Pittsburgh Steeler caller.
There you go, man.
But question though, when Dallas beat Pittsburgh, who was the quarterback?
Dakota Ren Prescott, buddy. The guy you love to hate.
No, I mean with Pittsburgh, who was the quarterback?
Back in the Super Bowl when we beat him? Neil O'Donnell.
No, Fields. Fields was the quarterback.
Fields was the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
But then again, it doesn't matter.